poured out from schools ascending to new heights at the same time. Finding the guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get run over this time. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Tennessee's offense will have the football first. The Big Orange won last year's meeting in a very tight battle.
Really impressed with how Tennessee played in that game too, Reese, because it seemed like whenever they needed a big play, especially late, they were able to come away and get that. So they know the Gators are coming into this one very motivated after that close loss. This time around, can Tennessee step up again in the biggest moments?
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, that D-tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and was able to get that tackle for loss.
To the air, it's Mitchell. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to fire on second down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Give to the running back. Got some room to run. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Makes the grab. It's Ivory. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Behind the chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's Wiggins. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being
Touchdown, Florida! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Looking to pass, it's Mitchell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Volunteers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The offense changing the play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You gotta put pressure on the quarterback. You gotta affect him. Really nice job on this play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Wiggins. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll run the screen. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. The Gators will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Quarterback making checks. Off play action on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter.
Florida, 7, Tennessee, 3.
They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Rides to back and leaves it. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Volunteers are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown ball.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Dropping back, it's Wiggins. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking for space. It's Green. There we go. He's at the touchdown Gator. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout here. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 6 over USC. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a man. It's Mitchell. He'll get rid of it. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Finds his big tight end. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up, breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick completion to the right. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Volunteers! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Gators will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding speeding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. They're so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Using his legs, it's Hill. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Wiggins. A strike downfield. There he goes. He's at the 20. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Mitchell. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Takes the easy completion. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas. Picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Now on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Vols in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Mitchell. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stock follow and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, Florida, Tennessee never disappoints. We figured this could be a dynamite matchup all week, and it has delivered.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
To the air, it's Wiggins. He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Gators send out the punt unit.
Number 19. in punt formation to kick it away.
He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Off the play fake on first down. Here's a heat.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
And the timing just a hair off.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They're working that left side. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
Red pass is complete. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. And the Volunteers look to keep this drive humming. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Dropping back, it's Mitchell. Grabbed behind the line, it's Avant. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
Wants to keep it in the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got a man. It's Pringle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Just what they've hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Got his man on the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
It's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Flips it out in the flat. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Mitchell. Bringing the heat. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback, Sam. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive. Maybe.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the ball's in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Wiggins. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. caught in the backfield at screen. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4-down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've gotten the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Mitchell. Pulls it in, it's Brink. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB... the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pucks it out of the air. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can. Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Back to throw, it's Wiggins. A little screen to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Gators are in the hurry up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs.
There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control. And you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fellow.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise that the O-line gets called for holding. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. That's reeled in. It's Savage. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the others.
Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Gators want to crank their tempo. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
To the air, it's Wiggins. Flips it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
He wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. There's